What are we going to do about this heat, guys? All right, so the day of this filming, it's August 20th, 2024, and we're coming on the tail end of summer, praise the Lord, because if you are not from Arizona, then you may not be aware of what it's like. But the best analogy I can think of is imagine a wall in your bathroom that is, the entire wall is a hand dryer, and you go outside and there's a breeze. That's what it feels like. And so we're at the tail end of it. And so let's address some things that maybe you could do to battle summer in Arizona, in Phoenix, if you're not familiar. Let's get into it. Hey guys, my name is Jeremy Fuse, and this is Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. I am a local real estate agent. I've sold hundreds of homes in the Valley. I'm born and raised here, so I am extremely biased on my opinions here. I do think it is the best state in the country. I have no shame saying it. Again, born and raised here. So I'm biased, right? Which is fine, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Let's move on, right? So just kind of give you a glimpse in the weather. We got 107, 108, 106, 106, 107, 106. That's kind of the next couple of days. It's really not that bad. That's beautiful weather for this time of year. And so I will take it. It's not 115. It's not 120. It is mid 100, 105, on average, maybe something like that. So how do we battle summer when June, July come and temps are 115, 112, something like that? There's one simple answer for you. You stay indoors. You stay indoors. Everyone's like, well, Arizona has a pool per person ratio. It's number one in the country. Pools per capita, number one in the country. I think it's one pool for every 13 people, something like that. And people would be like, hey, just get a pool. And you'll be able to hang out by the pool when it's 115 degrees. But depending on the type of pool, that may not be accurate. Meaning if you have a play pool, which are very common, right? Where each end are 5 feet and the middle is 6, 7 feet, something like that. So you can play pool volleyball or basketball, something like that, right? That's going to be a bathtub. That's what I have. It's about 16,000 gallons and it's very, very warm. So really a pool, it's like, here's what it feels like. It feels like you go outside and you get into the pool and it feels like you're outside but wet. That's what it feels like. It feels like a hot tub. It's not enjoyable. And so the number one solution is stay inside. Here's some other things we can do in summer to make summer enjoyable. Let's get into the list right now. Okay, first and foremost, please don't go hiking. This year seemed like it was worse than most years when it came to seeing headlines on the news of people who went hiking and bad things happened. And it's very difficult to see. It's very difficult to read, especially when kids are involved. And it's like infuriating. I'm getting more and more pissed off the more I see it. And this year I saw a ton of things like that happen. So please, if you're not familiar with the area and you come here and you feel like, hey, I'm gonna go get a hike early in the morning, 6, 7, make sure you're back in like an hour, right? Don't go past 8, 9 o'clock because the heat sneaks up on you and you might get stuck and just terrible things happen. But what can we do instead? I just wanted to make that note because I've seen a ton of things like that happen this year and it's infuriating. And I'm just gonna go off of what we do, what me and my family do, my wife, and we have a 4-year-old currently. She's pregnant, due next month. We're a big advocate of becoming members to as many things as possible, whether it's the zoo, the aquarium, things of that nature, different museums, kids science centers, things like that. And the reason why is, one, it's just the upfront expense, right? And then we don't have to worry about it. And so through summer, you try to figure out things to do because the things you could do outside are eliminated. And so that's a large chunk of things that you could go do. So we believe in what we do is sign up for as many memberships as possible. There's something called a Pogo Pass that we do here. And so I really recommend when you move here, really figure out like what you enjoy doing. We're big into going to aquariums, going to museums, again, kids science centers, things of that nature. And so we just try to sign up for like this annual membership. So then once that expense is done, we don't have to worry about it. And so summer we could be like, hey, let's go to the aquarium for 4 hours or 3 hours. And then let's hop over here for a few hours. We try to figure out as many of those types of things that we can do. And a lot of times it's really not even that expensive, guys. Like, especially if you have younger kids, you could find deals for like museums and the science centers and stuff for really, really cheap. The second thing, probably one of my favorite things about Metro Phoenix is where we're geographically located, meaning we can get to Mexico or California. Mexico in 3.5, 4 hours, beach in California, 5.5 hours. And we are always searching for hotel deals. Like, I don't want to say daily, but maybe every other day, sometimes every day, depending on how we're feeling. We just look to see, hey, are there any deals going on? And we book trips. We book a lot of trips through summer, even if it's 3 days, 4 days, something like that, just to get away, get out of the heat. Because the worst part about the heat is there's no relief. When you hit the peak of summer and it's 115, 112, 110 consistently, that means your mornings are 100 degrees, 99 degrees, something like that. The evenings are the same thing. It's very, very warm. And so you cannot escape the heat. And so just getting that little bit of relief where you can get out of town and just chill in nice weather, it's huge, at least for us. Like, we just try to get out of town for a few days every so often to make sure we just get that break, because it's so grueling. It just beats on you and beats on you and beats on you and beats on you. And then you start getting in a bad mood because you just want to be outside, but you can't be outside. You have to be inside. And so we always just recommend, hey, just go out of town for a couple days, right? And you can find some really good deals if you just are constantly looking, right? We're just constantly looking. And then what we do is we'll book something and then we'll still constantly look. And a lot of times they even do larger price reduction and cancel the room in the same hotel and just rebook it. And we just keep doing it. And we normally save a couple $100 every single time we do that. Okay, so number 3, can't stress this enough. I golf a lot. And summer is a really good time to golf because rates are dirt cheap. Like you can, in season, this course would be $400 for 18. And in summer, you can get it for $60, $70. And so we take advantage of that to try to hit all the nice courses in the area. So we're not paying $400 a round. And the older I get, the harder it becomes to golf that entire 18. Let me tell you, it becomes harder. This year, it's been really, really tough. By the back 9, I'm like, holy cow, man, what are we doing out here? You know? And so what I've started doing, one, liquid IVs, game changer, or something along those lines where you could just quickly get electrolytes in your system, but ensure that you're drinking plenty of water, right? Depending on what you're about to do. If you're going to go do something physical, I'm also on a basketball league, right? Which in its own right is incredibly difficult for me, but consuming enough water because you are constantly sweating. If you go outside for longer than 30 seconds, you will be sweating. Guaranteed. I'm a big hat wearer. I get tons of stains in my hats. Summertime, it's very annoying, but you need to make sure you're consuming water. Like you have to. If you're at all active, you have to make sure you're consuming water and you're paying attention to how much water you are consuming. And if you can get some sort of electrolytes in you every once in a while, it helps more than you can imagine, because it happens so fast. Like you go and do something and you're exerting yourself, you start sweating immediately. You get dehydrated very, 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 very quickly. And so through summertime, you have to make sure you're carrying that water around. You understand how much water you're consuming. If you haven't had a drink of water in a while, go drink some water. It's summertime in Arizona. You are going to be sweaty. You're going to be hot. Drink plenty of water, guys. In the 4th one, when I was making this list, I'm like, dang, what do we do? So I'm not going to try to make it cute and unique and try to tell you about these holes in the wall. I'm just going to tell you what our life is. You know, what do we actually do? Again, born and raised here, been doing it my whole life. This one's cliche, but it's what we do, and it's just who we are as people, but we're big movie people. Again, I know I talked about the memberships, something similar. We belong to the AMC Stubs. I get 3 movies a week I can go see for $20 a month. We just go see movies, right? We have a 4-year-old. The second a kid's movie goes out, we'll see it a couple times. Like we'll just go and do something outside of our household, but inside, right? So it just feels like you're getting out of the house and you're not outside. Like you just have to find, that's the hardest part. You have to find stuff to do so you don't drive yourself crazy, so you can get out of the house and you're not dying outside and you're not miserable, right? That's the hardest part. So us, we're moviegoers. I'm just throwing this on because it's who we are. I'm not going to skip it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to throw 5 in here just because it's very important. It's not really like a tip, but if you end up buying a house here, please, for the love of God, get your AC inspected before summer hits. Here's a little secret that no one tells you. If you buy a home warranty, a lot of people buy home warranties in Arizona for the AC, right? Because in summer, your AC is kicking 24/7. But what that means is that the majority of AC units break down at the hottest part of the year, which means your home warranty company gets really behind, which means there's a good chance your AC might not get fixed for like 4 weeks, right? And so in that 4 weeks, you're going to be in a hotel or something like that. It's going to be absolutely horrible for you. And so what you want to do is try to avoid that if you can. And so you'll always have to get AC inspected before summer hits. March, April, get someone out there, take a peek at it, and don't depend on your home warranty to fix it. If you're like, hey, we have a home warranty, what's the big deal? In summer, everyone's AC breaks down and it's going to be backlogged and it's going to take a while for them to come out and fix it. So when it comes to that, just please get your HVAC serviced. Like it's going to be $100 and it's the best $100 you could spend, because if it goes out, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. And 6, the last one I'm going to throw out there because I am in real estate, guys, is summer's a really good time to buy a house because there's not a lot of buyers looking, because it sucks to move in summer. And so if you are looking to move here, there are better deals in summertime just because the buying pool is a little bit smaller, which means sellers don't have as much leverage. Buyers have the majority of leverage, and so you can beat them up a little bit. So if you are looking to move here in summer, that's going to be the best time to find a deal. All the data supports it. You can look it up yourself. There's a dip in activity in Arizona through all the months of summer because it sucks. It sucks. Now we're going to come into fall. Fall's an extremely busy time because a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines through summer. Now they're ready to buy in fall. Winter, December, the slowest month of the year, obviously because of Christmas and the holidays. No one wants to be moving through Christmas time, but in summertime, great time to purchase a house just because moving in summer sucks. If you have any questions, let me know. Please like, follow, subscribe, whatever we do on YouTube. I don't know. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to make sure I'm trying to provide as much value as I can for you guys. So if you have any questions, just comment below. I'm going to put my contact details in here. It is my personal number. If you want access to the list of homes that I have, I can send you the list of homes, all discounted, or all brand new listings, whatever you need to stay off the other third-party real estate sites because they're not accurate. So if you want something accurate, please let me know. And that's all I got. If you need something, see you guys.